So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. And it's Minnesota in front here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw here. Snags the quick throw. Clean to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. They connect for 6. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made by the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Figueroa. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Important moment here in this championship game. 3rd down and short on the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Checks this down to the running back. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He made good on his first try. This one is from 36 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. It right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Defense showing blitz here. Here's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed with the defense flying to the football. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made in space, look out. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, tie.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Figueroa. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker, so let's check out that. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
He's running out of time here. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. The punt team making their way on the field. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed.
And the Golden Gophers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Play action fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The ball is loose in the backfield. Defense makes the recovery a turnover. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. They'll try the right here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. It's a nice gain. He moved the football over to the 27.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the 1st down marker. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it, you're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. The receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, what a grab! And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Finds an open target on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Motion now from the tight end. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Grinding away on the ground. Oh, look at the quick cut. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Golden Gophers pick up enough for a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Minnesota. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on 1st down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I love love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a man. He's got it in the open. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looking to chuck it again. Cut over the middle. It's Figueroa. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating.
He's got it, enough for a first down. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
And the extra point was up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the quarterback just kneels down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC.